Good evening, America, and welcome to the 5-Minute News Hour. If I had a nickel for every time I was asked, "What are you doing here? Do you know what time it is?" Well, those lawsuits wouldn't be nearly as costly now, would they? No. No, they would not. Good evening, America. Welcome to the 5-Minute News Hour. My name is Brian Gartland. Thank you for joining us. If you are joining us, if not, suck a dick and die. The Supreme Court ruled much of Arizona's controversial immigration law unconstitutional earlier this morning, ruling that for as much as illegal immigrants have done for American baseball over the years, it's about time that 9 similarly dressed Americans returned the favor. The highest court in the land overruled many aspects of the Arizona bill, including making it illegal for an undocumented immigrant to apply for a job, but the demand for papers with probable cause of questioning a person's immigrant status is still intact. So, it's a little bit Germany in the mid-20th century, but more like 1937 more than 1942. Jerry Sandusky, heralded by many as the worst person in college football since Pol Pot kicked for Notre Dame in the late 70s, was put away for a long, long time this weekend in a terrible place where none of his new peers have any strong opinions on underage childhood sexual abuse. Now, let's enjoy never talking about him again until he's dead, in prison, alone. This formerly mustachioed Canadian game show host is resting comfortably and is expected to make a full recovery. Who is? Alex Trebek. That's right! Over the weekend, Canadian former mustache wearer Alex Trebek, and host of Jeopardy for an uncountable amount of time, there's absolutely no way to find out that information, suffered a mild heart attack. He is resting comfortably and expected to make a full recovery. Or so you think, said a devious Keith Olbermann sitting in his dark cave, who's been eyeing the job for years. The 24-year-old Georgia law student, who has been battling a flesh-eating bacteria ever since a tragic zipline accident a few weeks ago, has had her condition improved from serious to good by doctors. Said an orderly, "Ah! Oh, God! That's good? Oh! Oh, God, no! Oh!" In sports news, the much-heralded matchup between R.A. Dickey and C.C. Sabathia in the Subway Series finale between the Mets and Yankees ended with a no decision from either pitcher and a big F you from me to everyone who likes the Yankees. In case you didn't pick that up, that means fuck you. Fuck. Goddamn Yankees. Fuck. Since our last broadcast, the Miami Heat and LeBron James have won a first NBA championship, putting to rest the doubters who thought that James and the Dream Team in Miami would never achieve the goal. If I know my basketball like I think I know my basketball, the countdown now begins till Space Jam 2, featuring James, Chris Paul, and Phineas and Ferb. Wayne Knight and Bill Murray will also both be in it. As many of you know, Chicago, Illinois is famous for its local cuisine. Deep dish pizza, Chicago-style hot dogs, the hot Italian beef sandwich. Well, our local food correspondent, Zach Finch, has been sent out onto the town to eat his way through Chicago and tell us about it. Now, Zach, you went out and had a good local meal for lunch the other day. Tell us about it, won't you?
Well, yes, I will, Brian. I had ramen tacos.
Roman tacos. That sounds like a fine Italian treat. What's that, spaghetti and marinara and a little tortilla shell? What's a Roman taco, Zach?
Ramen taco. Ramen. Like ramen noodles. Like 25 cents a bag. You make them in the pot there, and you add the seasoning. Then you just put a tortilla around it or a piece of white bread with a little butter, hot sauce.
Zach, I gave you $15 to go out and have some local cuisine. What happened to that money?
Oh. I went to a strip club.
For $15?
Yeah, it was, that was just the cover. They promptly kicked me out. Immediately.
Thanks, Zach. See you again next week. Fucking. And our final story tonight. My lovely sister Tara was married over the weekend to a lovely young man named Matt. I wish I could have been there. Unfortunately, I could not. But I'm proud to have my family extended and more people connected to me through law and blood. Embarrassed so. Have a good night and a great night. Ba 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 ba